So this was a short trim called Comb Clip Academy Bear Shave. It significantly reduces the shedding fur. It is good for about 3 months, depending on the season. Winter time, the fur grows much more slower but thicker. Summertime, the fur grows very quickly compared to winter time. And this is good for cats without matted fur. And if the fur started to be matted, cotton ball like, I'll show you. So let's say the longer fur is here, and you pull the fur out and you see inside close to the skin, and it starts to be cotton-like. That's when I am unsure if I will be able to do a trimming. I might need to shave the fur back as a lion shave, which is not good for cats, because most cats don't like to be bald-like. They are so happy to have less fur, shorter fur on them. They will be much more happier, much more affectionate, much more playful. While if you wait until your cat needs to be shaved off as a lion shave, so many of them can get, when the fur grows back, can get very itchy skin. They can get anxious by bald-like because it's not natural. Also, if you have a ragdoll or a Burman cat, they have temperature sensitiveness naturally. They are so interesting. So if they feel the temperature is colder, the fur will start to be much more darker. And obviously, if someone shaves the fur off winter time, because the fur needs to be shaved off because the fur is matted, then the fur will grow back much more darker. It is because naturally the sun will attract more the fur will attract more sun, trying to absorb the warmth, which makes sense. So for ragdolls and Burmans, please don't wait until your cat is going to be cotton-like. Please go on a regular trimming. And it is not just for ragdolls and Burmans, it is for any other cats as well. With the tail, important. Lots of cats don't like to be trimmed or touched on the tail. They are very defensive, especially those cats who gave birth already. So I personally, for that reason, I don't really like to trim the fur off, because so many cats don't like it, and I only have 2 arms, and I have to hold one of the cat, and I have to with one of my hand the cat, the tail, and with the other one my equipment. But it is my perspective. Your perspective is that, did you know that the fur on the tail will grow back? It takes 2 times longer time to grow back on the tail than on the body. So if someone is making a 10 millimeter, what I did it here, on the body, and 10 millimeter on the tail, what I did, eventually the fur on the tail will grow back much more slower. The only reason, and I don't remember if there is one more owner who wants me 10-10, yes, and they both know what I just said before. They are so happy with that. It is because they don't want any, they want less fur basically on the cat. But otherwise, if most of my clients, they don't want the fur to trim back, they want it just naturally. And so many times cats, they cover their eyes with their tail during the daytime. And some people say me they love the beautiful big fur on the tail because it is very cute. So if I am asked to trim the fur back shorter on the tail, I always advise people to ask me to trim the fur back shorter on the tail a little bit more, like for example 10 here, 13 here. I can still do the 13 on the tail, but what I want to say to everyone that I can work on cats who's let me to work on them. If the cat is lunging at me, I have very sharp tools. So if the cat is lunging at me, it means the cat can launch into my tools as well. So I don't want to put any cat into any danger, because I can really hurt a cat who is defensive, and I also don't want to go to a hospital. So I can only work on cats who are really letting me to work on them. In case your cat is not letting you at home to handle, imagine that you take that cat into a salon, completely different and strange area, environment, to a strange person, a groomer. What do you think what your cat is going to do? Exactly, your cat will be more defensive. So for that reason, if your cat is like that, there is a good solution. It's called gabapentin or neurontin. It's two companies make exactly the same calming tablet. It is not a tranquilizer. It is actually a painkiller for humans and for pets as well. They take every single day a smaller dose. However, about 25 years ago, Dr. Marty Becker from the fearfreepets.com, basically you can see that there was a huge game changer in veterinarian field and in the cat and dog grooming field, but mainly for cats is used because the trazodone, as far as I know, I'm not a dog groomer, I've never been a dog groomer, it's the trazodone or something like that, but for cats it's the gabapentin or neurontin, and it makes the nerve in the brain and here as well, so that's why it's a painkiller for arthritis pain and joint pains and stuff like that, to releasing the pain. But if they get a little bit more dose, it means that the cat brain, the nerve in the brain will going to be much more released. So the cat is calmer, but because it is not a tranquilizer, yes, your cat can still, jump on, not jumping, but, be a little bit more defensive, but at least the vet will have to prescribe you the right dose. What is the right dose? Most of pets before 7 kilogram, they get the 100 milligram, around 7 kilogram 150, and above is 200. That's the main rule basically. No breakfast, and please try to make a morning appointment wherever you go as to a groomer. And there are two types of cats, the very shy cats and the defensive cats. The very shy cat is the one who wants to hide into the groomer, or peeing, pooing, panting. So we can't work on a cat who is panting because the heart is beeping too much. So it's really not good for the cat because it can cause problems. So we groomers immediately have to give a cat back or not even start on the cat who is panting. So that's the shy cat. They would need, according to the rules, they would need the night before and on the day. On the day, no breakfast, 2 hours prior the appointment. Defensive cats, which is more common in cat grooming salons, they don't need the night before. They only need on the day, 2 hours prior the appointment, no breakfast. How to give it to your cat, I'm going to tell you it a bit later. I can also put up video about it. Basically, put a little bit of water into a little bit of a cup, suck the water into a syringe, so you will know how many milligram you need, and after that push it back into a little, like a schnapps cup. That's how many milligram water you exactly need to later on suck it back. So open the capsule, put it into the water, stir it, dilute it, and after that suck it back. Then you hold your cat. So you already sucked the water with the gabapentin bag, and you will have to hold a little bit up your cat like this. Do it on your table, please. Don't do it here, but I'm just wanted to tell it to you that do it on your table and hold your cat like this. You must hold your cat like this, unfortunately, but you're not hurting your cat, believe me. And then and the syringe is here, and if your cat did not open its mouth, use your pinky just a little bit. And then after that, the syringe goes from here, from the side. Don't put it from here, because if you do it from the front, the cat will going to spit back on you. But if you do it from here on the side, naturally the tongue will go down, and your cat is going to put the tongue down and will swallow it. So that would be the solution for those cats who are defensive or who are shy. So that's how you can do it without food. If you can't do that, and then your cat loves, for example, the tuna, or there are these little pastries, just a tiny bit, give it to your cat and put it into the powder from the capsule into it and try it. Best if you try a little bit, like few days, like maybe 4 or 5 days earlier than the appointment, just to make sure that your cat is going to eat it, and you will know how to do it. If you can't do it, make your vet to do it. You go to your vet prior the appointment. For example, if there are so many people who live so far from the pet salon, and they are unable to go there to before prior, so that would be another solution, for example. Thank you for your watching, and I hope I could help you a lot, and hope to see you again. Thank you so much for your watching.